Okay, so this will be the, I can never pronounce it, sorry, the linoleum video. So I have this tool thing here, it's by Speedball. Make sure it's open. Okay, so oh, hello, open. Okay, so I just take off the top here, and I have these different tools that come out. I want to say I had more, but this is honestly fine. What I have here, I've had it since I was in school, so it's been some time, and I forgot I had it. And right now, I think I'm gonna paint a mushroom. Not paint, carve a mushroom. Something simple, something to show you, because I went to the art store and they didn't have like bigger pieces, and they didn't have like flatter pieces. So this was all they had. They only had like 2 blocks of these, so I bought both of them because that was all they had. So I just want to do something quick because I really want to use it. It's been so long. I might be bad at it now because I haven't done it since I was in school, but I really enjoyed it when I did it. It was a lot of fun. So I'm just gonna pick a carving tool. Oh my gosh, there's probably like some kind of professional name for this and I'm just saying stuff. It just says Speedball cutter on this, different tool sizes or whatever, different ways to use it to carve out different shapes, different sizes, different things like that. So they pretty much go from the smallest to the biggest you can get, like that. So you normally just want to draw something on here that you want to carve out, and then you carve out on those lines, and whenever you have definition you need to make, you just carve around that. It's actually very simple. So when I draw, I always turn my paper sideways. That's how I was taught. So I always do this, so you may not be able to see what I'm drawing because I'm left-handed, and this is just how I do it. This is the only place right here where I can put my phone to film at the moment because I don't have any space. I don't have the right materials yet. So I apologize if you're not able to see what I'm drawing in this way, but when I turn it back around and carve it, you will be able to see what I have here. So if I can just think of a mushroom, just I might do more than one. I might have one coming here and then a small one. Yeah, I think I'll just do that. So you just kind of decide what you want it to be, picture it in your head. I'm just gonna start out right here at the bottom, kind of just make a light. Well, it actually doesn't matter because you're gonna carve it out anyway, but light enough for you to erase it if you need to, and dark enough for you to be able to see it still. So just gonna, and this is not gonna be perfect. I'm not trying to draw something so detailed with pencil right now because it's just a little mushroom. I'm gonna curve it like that. I like to make my mushrooms weird shaped, so sometimes they'll have an uneven stem. I don't know if that's the right word for it. And then I will put something like that, just a little line. It's lazy. And then just come out, kind of curve it like that. And then I just want to take this part, curve it around. And then if you want to make lines, you just kind of do that, and you'll carve on the lines, not in between them, because the in between is what will make it look more like a 3D, because this linoleum is made for stamping, and I don't have a roller or a stamping machine, so I bought a bottle of stamping ink for this kind of art, and I will probably just take a bigger paintbrush and lightly dip it in on something, and then I'll brush it like that. I really don't spend a lot of money when it comes to art, simply because it's expensive. But I mentioned that in my last video of why I don't really prefer to buy super expensive art products, because I feel like I can do more even with simple things. Okay, so that looks a little crooked, but that's okay. So I don't know if I want to put any shapes or anything. Yeah, let's do some circles or something easy. When you think of a mushroom, I always think of one with, it's red and it has the white polka dots on it. I think that's the most well known because the colors stand out. The white circles give the red mushroom kind of a pop color. It's really pretty. Okay. Maybe I'll put some tiny little dots, and those would just be really easy carve outs. Just kind of put them to the side. And sometimes on the finer details, if there's something small in it, I might go darker anyway, just so I can see where to carve in a certain way. That makes it easier too. Okay, so we have the mushroom. Let me see if there's anything. I don't know if I want to change those lines here. No, I guess that's okay. Give some, just some grass streaks here. Like that. Okay, so for now, I'm gonna stick with this. I'm just gonna do one big outline to kind of make it a chunky mushroom. Something on the outside. Like that. And then I'll just take some of this, and we're gonna kind of make a shadow with it. Gonna come down, like that. Let's kind of go up with it like that. Okay. Okay, so we have a little mushroom here. So now, it's really just about eyeballing it, in my opinion. That's what I do. I don't try to measure anything or make it super complicated. I think I'm gonna start with the circles. Yeah, let me see if I have. I don't know if this one is. Okay, I'm going to start with this one. So you just take it out, you just unscrew it like this, and you take the bottom of this part, the oval part, and that part up here where it's that big empty oval spot. My directions are so awful, but you just stick it in there and you tighten it up. Make sure it's not gonna wiggle loose. So you kind of, okay, I actually will angle this. I hope you can see. So you just take it, and I'm gonna start from the bottom actually, not the circles. So you just kind of gently give it a push. And this one actually is a little thinner than I thought it would be, because the metal comes at a V shape. So you have to angle it. So for me, I always get like my face down in it so I can, not so I can just see, but it's really detailed when you use these ones, these things. And I don't want it to look too crazy, so. And if you want to have, excuse me, like a shadow or something, or some kind of thickness, you just leave a part of the actual linoleum on top. It's kind of like highlighting it. So you just take it and push up. This is definitely a process that does take me quite some time. But I feel like anybody can do this one because it's not like you will cut yourself. It's pretty easy to catch it and kind of go with it. It's not something that will snag easily unless you just, you may be doing something you're not supposed to be doing. Always be careful when you're using these things because these are still very sharp. And you can go deep with it if you want. You can create deep grooves. Let me see. So for this one, I want to, yeah, that's right. So you don't want to leave too many places that are not filled in, like taking these pieces out. Oops. Oh my gosh, I can't keep anything straight. Okay. So you don't want to leave too much unfilled because when you go to put the ink, you're just putting it on flat surface. So it's important that whatever you want to show up on your picture, you make sure to dig out because that's going to make your outline because that's where the ink settles in. I didn't really pay attention to that when they were doing it in school, so it took me a few tries to get it right. I'll switch to a bigger one in the moment so we can see the bigger chunks you can take out, which to me is satisfying. But I'm just using the small one at the moment because I'm doing kind of an outline carving with this one. And you can make different little cuts with spaces in between, so you can give something form even if you didn't draw it there. You can easily just carve it in here. Okay, so that's enough for going up on that part. I'll stop there and I'll just put it back in there. I'll fill out that part later, of course. So let me find some. I think I'm gonna use this. This is like next to the biggest one. Nope. I think this one is. Oh yeah, this one is the one you have to kind of push out. This is one where you definitely have to make sure that it is, that it's as tight as possible, because this one likes to come out, I find. I know this may look confusing, but I'm just trying to get it to stay in this ball. If it doesn't want to work for some reason tonight, I can just use another one, but I'm trying to get it to go deeper and like stay in that one spot. Okay. Okay. Yeah, sometimes they're a little tricky. So it's okay to make mistakes on this one because you can just carve around it a little. It's no big deal. It's okay. And I really shouldn't be using this bigger one to kind of go around the outline of it, but I am, just because this is kind of a dummy test. A way to see where I'm at. There will be a lot of things I know I will have to go back and fix, but that's what this one is for now. I'm gonna go ahead and make this cut. Sometimes these things, they get so dirty, you have to clean them in between. There we go. With this one, I have to always be very patient with it because I'll always have to go back and fix the edges and do things with the smaller tools, but for the bigger parts, I still just like to use the big one to kind of just go ahead and make the space. And then I go back in and I add in extra details, or I tweak something or change it. Okay, I'm almost done with the little circles. Kind of getting them out of the way for now, and then I will make them look better later. I'll just kind of, it's more of like making an outline really, because I can always change this. But if you end up leaving some pencil lines on here, it's okay. The pencil doesn't really matter, it just shows you where to make a mark or where not to. Nope, that's not a good idea. Okay, it looks a little crazy now, but it all comes together in the end. Okay, so I'm actually going to take this one out and replace it with another one. I wonder if this one would be, this one is a number 3, so I think this one should be better for this part. Oh, oh, I should have done this first. I didn't make the the little line up here for the mushroom cap. Okay. Nope. Oops, shit. Okay, that kind of mistake, when you make that, just make something on the edge. Yeah, I did not mean to do that. Oh well, mistakes happen. This is life. It is okay. We will just move on. I'll add something to it later. I need to put something in the background anyway. I think I'm gonna chunk out some pieces somewhere to kind of give it a magic look or something like that. So that should work out. That's okay. Oops. Okay, that goes at the top. made a mess. So I'm going to stop the video for tonight so I can get this cleaned up. This is where I'm at right now. Obviously it doesn't look finished, and there's a lot I have to do with it, but it's a simple start and I like it. I'm happy with it. Thank you for watching. Have a good night.